Good evening, I'm Devin Fehely. Your stories tonight on the Primetime Edition.
Not to say this team's not great, but I'd like to get them to experience a Super Bowl win.
Unfinished business for the red and gold. Full coverage tonight as the 49ers head to another Super Bowl.
Well, Niners fans are basking in the glory of Sunday's victory. Coming up, we'll catch up with one diehard fan who came back out here to the stadium today to buy all the commemorative merch.
Oh, a big celebration for the families of the 49er players. We hear from one mom whose son had a pretty big play during yesterday's thrilling win.
And every day is Super Bowl Sunday in the First Alert Weather Department. We got another big rainmaker coming our way, and we're going to time this one out. It's getting here on Wednesday, in case you hadn't heard yet. Details are coming right up.
And is the solution to understaffing a restaurant run by robots?
We can't get enough people to come out to work on fryers and grills. They're dangerous jobs.
From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Primetime Edition on KPIX Plus.
Good evening, I'm Devin Fehely. These are tonight's primetime headlines. Qatar's prime minister suggested that there has been some progress in Gaza in ceasefire negotiations. He said that there is a basic framework of a deal that would include a release of hostages and a pause in the fighting. The details are still being hammered out, and importantly, no timeline for when a deal might be reached. San Jose police are turning to the public for help tracking down the suspects in a home invasion robbery. Investigators say the three women that you see on your screen broke into a home in East San Jose last October and stole cash IDs and other items. Police used security camera video to ID those women. Officers arrested one of the suspects. Two others and the alleged getaway driver remain on the loose. We have seen a lot of crazy things at sideshows over time across the Bay Area. This is chopper video from Oakland this weekend. Near 106 in MacArthur, participants sprayed something flammable on the ground, lit it on fire, and then jumped in and out of the ring of flames. And taking a live look outside, let's go ahead and get a check of our first alert forecast with meteorologist Aaron Pack.
Okay, we broke records today, Devin. It was beautifully warm. It's kind of nice when you break records for daytime highs in January. It's not anywhere near uncomfortable. It's just exceptionally nice. You were in the low 70s today. Got to 74 degrees in San Jose. Redwood City made it to 72. Here's your comparison on how far above records those were. Not by much, but some of these records, look at San Francisco. Some of these records have stood for a very long time.
You're watching the Primetime Edition on KPIX Plus.
Welcome back. I'm Devin Fehely. These are your primetime headlines at the half hour. Israel claims that 7 of the 12 UN employees accused of participating in the Hamas attack of October 7th personally stormed into Israel that day, including one who participated in a kidnapping and another who helped steal a soldier's body. The allegations prompted Western countries to freeze funding to the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees, which is a lifeline for people in Gaza. The UN says it's fired 9 of the workers. 2 others are reportedly dead, and they're working to identify the last. House Republicans are moving to impeach Homeland Security Secretary just as the Senate tries to finalize a fragile bipartisan deal that beefs up border security. The text is still not public, but a top Republican negotiator says it would give the president new power to halt border crossings at a certain threshold. It would also reduce his power to grant humanitarian parole, which the Biden administration has done at an historic scale. Meanwhile, U.S. lawmakers are proposing a robocall overhaul to crack down on AI-powered scams. The new bill would expand the definition of robocalls to include calls or texts created by AI. This stems from a recent robocall impersonating Joe Biden telling New Hampshire voters not to cast ballots in last week's primary. And taking a live look outside at San Jose, let's go ahead and get a check of our first alert forecast with meteorologist Aaron Pack.
Devin, we're going to need a whole kind of rethink on the weather for what's coming our way this week. We just lived through a day in the low to mid 70s where we were breaking records for daytime highs. We looked at that in the last visit. I'll show you some of those numbers again coming up in the next hour on the prime time. But what I want to do now is just use this moment to show you how tomorrow is slightly different before Wednesday takes a very big turn and we've got widespread rain coming back. So first thing we'll do is we'll just paint the picture for Tuesday, which is still really nice. It's just not going to be like record-setting nice like where we were. So we're going to be in the low